Hello, great people. Welcome back to our channel. Interesting days ahead of Fubara, PDP, and even Wike in Rivers State. Wike is right now, based on the info available, which if you check after, you're going to see it. Wike's structure in PDP has been dismantled because right now a new ESCO has emerged. I'm going to allow you watch the video where you get to hear the names because it was published that yesterday, but most people didn't watch to that extent. The names of the new ESCO as read out by Robinson Ewo. But however, Wike's team has responded. Let's start up with what the response given by Wike's team. Now, according to the news, the internal crisis rocking the Rivers State chapter of the People Democratic Party escalated as Governor Fubara's faction declared its intention to reclaim the party secretariat on Aba Road, Port Harcourt. It reported that the development followed recent judgment by the Rivers State High Court, which nullified the PDP ward, local government, and state congresses conducted under the faction loyal to Nyesom Wike, the Minister of the Federal Capital Territory. In response to the court judgment, Robinson Ewo, the chairman of the River West Senatorial District, declared himself the acting state chairman, with Dr. Felix Nko as the acting secretary. Was stated that the judgment has returned the party's leadership to its rightful members. In his word, he says that the court barred Chukwuemeka Aaron and others from parading themselves as executive of the PDP in the state. This ruling restores the PDP or the party to its original honors and to the leaders of the party in the state, Governor Fubara. Wike's response, however, came via the office of Kenneth Wike, who is the publicity secretary of the faction loyal to Wike, and he dismissed Ewo's claim, warning that any attempt to reclaim the secretariat could lead to unrest. In his word, I quote, he said, "We have appealed the court decision and are awaiting the appellate court ruling. This attempt to take over the secretariat is a recipe for crisis. We are committed to ensuring peace within the party." Ewo accused Wike and his loyalists of manipulating party's directives and to the extent where the tenure of the former executive, which he said led to the controversial congresses that brought Aaron and others to power. He said that the judgment clearly stated that Aaron and his group are no longer members of the People Democratic Party, that the party has been handed back to its rightful leadership under Governor Fubara. The national leadership must recognize this to restore hope to our party's future. Ewo emphasized that PDP role as a viable opposition party, stating that reclaiming the party's leadership in Rivers State was a step towards preparing for the 2027 general elections. Now, let me allow you watch the moment where the names of these guys were read out. Wike's teams say it can happen, but however, the names of the new ESCO has been read.
So we are calling on Rivers people to continue to trust the government of the state. We are calling on Nigerians to trust the governor of the state, who is the leader of the party, that he will be able to deliver on the mandate given him. We are calling on the national party to trust the governor of the state, who is the leader of the party, and to hand over the party properly to him. And most importantly at this point, we want to assure Nigerians, our teaming supporters, that because nature abhors vacuum, we have taken a step further to ensure that the party is properly constituted at the state level. To lead the party in acting capacity is myself, my humble self, Dr. Robinson Ewo. We have taken over our party. By tomorrow morning, we'll move to the party secretariat. In the active capacity as the secretary of the party is with Dr. Phil. We have other members of the State Executive Committee. Williams Fianosika member, Sidney Bara member, Bello White member, Oranta Humphrey member, Victor Peppo member, Emily Solomon member, Sonny Daniel member, Ngozi Bonda member, Alon Mba member, Simon Hart member, Alalebo Graham Brit member, and Constance Oruma member. Then at the LGA level, we also have acting chairmen who will pilot the affairs of the party until such a time that the national party will do the needful. Thank you. Barrister Ngogo Otalori will lead the party at the chain as acting chairman. Pastor Prince Ejekwe will lead the party at Onega. Obey the Christian, Abukutoro, Daniel Burumi, Boni, Marcus Thompson, Ogubodo, Engineer Fred Oba Okrika, Godwin Peppo, Okobonkoro, Dennis Amadi Ikwere, Uche Minuku, Imoha, Oduye Tom West, Asalidoro, Adile Hanson, Ahoda East, Victor Ere Anthony, Gideon Uche, Ahoda West. We will avail you the others in due course.
Ron, my colleague is in the house, and we just want to talk about this. Wike says that this may trigger crisis in the state, may bring about unrest. Why? I don't know if they're going to go against the court ruling, but however, that was their position. As Wike is actually publicity secretary to the faction loyal to Wike. And I don't know what's going to happen, but however, this morning we've started seeing some movement. What's your standpoint on this?
Well, the truth be told, in as much as Fubara State is still the executive governor of Rivers State and the chief security officer of the state, I just feel that nothing untoward would happen. Worst case scenario, they will still hit the court. Don't forget that Fubara is not only the chief executive officer. He has been able to harness top politicians, pillars and founders of Rivers politics. They are now totally with him. So wherever the Pro-Wike group are going to get their supporters from, they still have other supporters of both Fubara and Peter Odele and the Secondus and all those others who have decided to align Azata, John Bata, all of them that have aligned with Fubara, they all have their supporters. So they naturally correlate. One would expect normally that maybe they're going to get security from the FCT and but don't forget that Fubara is doing quite a fine job. The people already are with Fubara. Worst case scenario is that if they make anything funny untoward, there will be arrests. I think the best they can do, I'm talking about those who are loyal to FCT minister, is to hit the courts. Hit the court, and if they're hitting the court, is it still going to be a case of River State that they're going to hit because of jurisdiction? And then it's a win-win. Fubara is beginning to play the underground politics that most Nigerians expected him to play. I think at this rate, personally, so that they don't keep going to court till 2027 or till infinity, I would have expected them to. I would have expected those behind the Pro-Wike supporters and Pro-Wike group to just pipe low, calm down, just like the likes of Odam Sushomola did during his time, and wait it out in 2027. This is 2025, and by 2026. Top politics has begun already to see how they are doing the necessary things, to see how they are aligning and realigning. And even if they decide not to disturb Fubara that much, Fubara will be relaxed and not knowing that there will be a strong opposition. But right now, Fubara is going on full gear, knowing fully well there's opposition everywhere, and it will be difficult to win Fubara in his game, especially when he's in his peak. If you ask me, nothing really will happen that has not really happened. And which is the worst that would have happened didn't happen, which was the election period, and they couldn't stop the local government chairman from holding the election. If they couldn't, then this one is piecemeal. It's a walkover for Fubara.
All right, this is the future. It's there to tell us what will happen, but our assumption is that at the end of the day, Fubara still may likely win, because already based on one or two pieces here and there, it's very obvious that the court may go in favor of Fubara. That's why we like to leave it. Let's